Hi everybody, welcome to today's video. My name is Evan Michaels from DirtyTalkTips.com, and today I want to talk about why most of the Dirty Talk examples you find online are hot trash. Let's dig in. Maybe you've got a hot date lined up for later, maybe the kids are at the grandparents' house for the night. Either way, you know you're getting some action later and you want to be ready. So you do a little Googling to brush up on your Dirty Talk skills, looking for some hot things to say, and here's just a taste of what will come up. I literally just Googled Dirty Talk examples. I want you thinking of me. I love having sex with you. It makes me so hot. I want you to lie back and let me take care of you tonight. I'm going to make you beg for it. Now, they are ordinary enough on their own, but saying them out of context if they don't suit your exact situation will truly be cringeworthy. Cookie cutter dirty talk is bad enough, but that's not even what I want to talk about. There are two reasons why online dirty talk example can be devastating to your sex life. So number one, what society defines as dirty talk is completely wrong. And number two, the people giving advice don't actually know what they're talking about. So let's dive deeper into number one. Why mainstream dirty talk sucks. Now, if you watch Sex and the City or whatever show is hot these days with people having active sex lives, you'll notice they make a real effort to show people trying to spice up their sex lives either through sexting or through some type of dirty talk. They either A, have such great dirty talk their sex lives explode and they brag to all their friends, or B, have such awkward, terrible dirty talk they feel they are incompatible because there is no chemistry. So the message is you are either great or bad at dirty talk. You need to be good. Being bad is awkward. Now the reason that I hate brainwashing like this is each of our experiences in life and with our relationships is totally different. The way you talk with your friends and people in your everyday life could be totally different from me. So why should we all stop and conform to communicating the exact same way when it comes to dirty talk? There is no good or bad dirty talk. It's completely subjective. Trust me, as someone who has had a website based on dirty talk for over 12 years, I'm the first to say that you can have an entire experience with someone that is sexy as hell and not say or type a single word. And I would define what made that experience so sexy as dirty talk. So shed what you think dirty talk is, and during the moment when you think you need traditional dirty talk, focus on the kind of intimate exchange you want to have with someone. And do whatever feels right to suit your style. Sure, get inspiration from online content like you'll find on my website, but be sure to adapt it to your situation. Okay, so number two, who actually writes those dirty talk articles? Do you know why most websites are filled with articles like 43 sex that will attract him like a magnet, and he will leave you if you don't do this one thing in bed? Traffic. That's it. They want people to come to their websites, so they pay writers to fill up their website with as much content as possible, with captivating headlines. That same website will have 1,000 different topics and articles on it, and they will claim to be experts on every single one of them. Now, I don't want to say that every article online is crap. It's not. But the motivation for creating most of that content is weak. Most of those articles had maybe a couple hours of thought put in behind them before they move on to the next one. If you think about it, who would you honestly rather get dirty talk advice from? Someone who is good at writing headlines, but who may or may not have put more than 2 minutes of thought into dirty talking before in their entire lives? Or someone with 12 years experience researching and having surveyed thousands of people? The unfortunate part is, for the true experts like myself, we can't afford to hire writers for thousands of articles on our websites. So our websites don't have as much reach, which is exactly why I put together this piece. To remind you that when you are learning about a topic, be mindful of who is actually giving you the advice and whether or not they are truly qualified. Crappy dirty talk examples could actually be very damaging. Do you know how many men think calling a woman a bitch or a slut will actually turn her on? Do some women actually like that? Maybe. But imagine an article that tells men that all women deep down love to be called a slut during sex. That could be devastating in a relationship. It's horrible advice. Trust yourself and the kind of dirty talk you'd like to hear. If the advice that you get doesn't line up with what you already believe or what works with your personality type, you don't have to say it. Just because some attractive person tells you something doesn't mean it actually works or you have to believe them. But in this case, it does. Get to know what you love and what turns you on the most, then you will attract those kinds of experiences and exchanges in your life. That's all for today. See you next time.